Hello everyone and welcome back to A Day in the Life. And this week, again, we are with Herdis Halfelven, the Werewolf, playing Werewolf Hunger. And we were just about to, at the end of the last episode, we were just about to enter Stony Creek Cave and kill the leader of Stony Creek Cave. And, of course, once we get inside here and see what's going on, I think we're probably going to just shift into werewolf form and do this as a werewolf. So, here we go. So it's been a while since we've seen Herdis Halfelven because we do alternate with two other characters. Both of them are four characters, of course. So really we only see Herdis Halfelven once every 3 weeks. And lately we've been having a little trouble even keeping up with that because I've been doing a lot of little extra things, retro games like Tyrion, and I believe that Recti5X has just done a couple of episodes of a couple of older games too, Battle Cars, and another one called Dino Crisis 2. Okay, well that was pretty easy. Oh, we just gained another werewolf perk as well. So let's see what we've got up here. Okay, we could fill that one in, which would finish off that particular one. Okay. And what do we have over here? Okay. I'm not even sure what the Hunter perk does. I'd have to read the mod description in order to even know what it does. Increased damage and increased health. Okay, well, I'm not really too sure what that branch does because it doesn't really explain a lot in the perk description. What does Fury do? If I can get to it here. Okay. Well, you know what? What else have we got? We're here. Totem of Terror, Totem of the Predator. Okay. So I guess we'll finish this one off first before we start worrying too much about other things. And so there we go. Do more damage now, again.
Thought I heard something.
Yeah. These guys appear to be no match for me at all. Wow. The bow goes flying. How are we doing on our werewolf hunger here anyway? Oops, wrong thing. Well, we're not doing too bad. I think there's only one more guy in this cave system, though.
Hey, I didn't ask you to magic me.
And there's a tripwire right there. I just saw it. So... yeah, we'll back up a little bit, let you trip the tripwire. Yeah. There. Okay, well, I guess we can transform back now and loot. Okay, we'll just do our little equipment toggle thing just to make sure everything is registered properly. And we'll see what these guys had on them. So I've been playing a second profile lately with my own little perk modification, using the Ordinator perk tree. So I had kind of a couple of my own ideas that I wanted to try out, and it changes the way you play the game, because I've found that with Ordinator, things like armor training, weapon training, and that kind of thing, while it can still be beneficial, does not have the same impact that it does if you're using a largely vanilla perk tree. Mainly because the bottom perk in any particular perk tree, usually, especially the combat perk trees, will give you a up to 5 steps and a 100% multiplier for any armor or weapon skill. Whereas in this particular one, I think you max out at you max out at 50% with 2 perks. So like, you don't get the same. Oh, look at that! There's Finn's loot. I wonder if this is a fixed place, because I found Finn's loot here before. Anyway, we'll grab it, I guess, since we're here. Anyway, like I was saying, being able to train particularly your armor skill up to, say, 80% or 80, I guess, regardless of which armor type you prefer, heavy or light, allows you to get, that 100% plus to your armor rating, which then also stacks with your match set bonuses and that kind of thing. Which can actually allow you to pretty much reach the armor cap without any additional enchantments and things. Just strictly through skill, and if you have like a decent set of armor, like scaled or like orcish or something like that, depending on your preference. And in this game, it's not that simple. It's very difficult, actually, to reach the armor cap, even when you have a very high level of skill in your chosen armor type. And, as a result, you end up needing to go to either higher tiered armors, like, the Daedric or Dragon Scale or whatever, or you need to use make heavy use of enchantments to enhance your armor in order to get to the cap. So the game actually in that way plays quite a bit differently, and also your offensive capabilities are quite restricted with the Ordinator perk tree, because you also only get a maximum of, I believe, plus 50% damage base with your weapons due to perks with the Ordinator perk tree, and then you get a number of other like kind of like special abilities, I guess, that can all work with one another if you know your perk tree well enough. But it makes raw damage output, especially early and mid-game, much lower than it is when you use the vanilla perk tree. Because even then, with the vanilla perk tree, if you find a appropriate trainer, and it might cost you every gold coin that you can scrape together in order to pay for all that training, but you can actually get up to like a pretty high level of any weapon training as well fairly quickly, like probably to the point where you're getting the 100% bonus in any combat skill by the time you're about level 20. And that, especially on legendary difficulty, which I play on, makes a huge difference in your offensive and defensive capabilities, because a character, especially a combat character playing with the Ordinator perk tree, tends to be much more fragile, and you also don't deal as much damage to enemies either. So it's a lot more challenging. The Ordinator perk tree seems to focus more on magic use, because there's a lot of like really good buffs for magic users, especially under the alteration perk tree, where if you get to the point where you have this, even rank 1 of this particular perk, which you can get to fairly early on as well, again either through training or through heavy use of alteration spells, suddenly any novice alteration spells are free, right, of any school. Which means that if you are a magic user and you use the ward spells to, like protect yourself from dragon breath attacks or incoming spells, well, basically you can use lesser ward for 0 cost, which means essentially that you can have an unlimited ward spell up all the time. So, in a way, the Ordinator perk tree seems to favor magic using characters over combat characters, whereas the vanilla perk tree, it seems to be the other way around. Combat characters, especially particularly heavy armor. Oh, okay. What's going on here? I thought I had ignore cold out there. Huh. Okay, yeah, I don't seem to be taking huge amounts of damage from it. It did acknowledge that I got into the water a bit, but I think I'm still okay. And so, it is getting to be morning time, and I think we need to get back to Windhelm to collect our bounty. After clearing Stony Creek Cave. And so we will do that. It looks like I'm kind of shortcutting across here. This is Stony Creek Cave is actually quite a bit closer to this dwarven ruin than I thought. Yeah, because this is that dwarven storeroom. Well, that'll help to warm up a little bit anyway. armor convector. I don't even remember really what those do. Like we got some locks to pick here too. I'm not going to jump into this unknown dwarven ruin for no particular reason, but this little storehouse thing here usually has some useful items in it, so I'm gonna come in here and check this out. One thing I'll say too is that the Ordinator perk tree overhaul makes things like lock picking and pickpocket and that, you know, like those types of skills much more interesting and useful too than in the vanilla perk tree. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Ethereum shard. Urban metal ingots. We'll grab those for later. Well, there's a whole bunch of urban metal ingots here. We'll just grab them. Okay, not too much interesting over here. Guess one more door to unlock and then we'll just leave. Although we could do our summon bed thing here and have a quick nap, maybe. Just a couple or 3 hours just to freshen up a little bit. And level up. So anyway, we've advanced pretty much as far as we can with light armor for now. Okay, 2 perks spent on archery. Got 2 perks spent on that. Guess we could spend a perk there if we wanted to. Okay. Maybe what we'll do is we'll start spending those perks on alteration. Mainly because that, even if I don't go any further, that intuitive magic thing is an extremely useful thing. Because it even allows you to cast, you know, basic healing spells without costing any magicka and that kind of thing too. Which helps a lot if you're not really a magic using type character, then you don't really focus on that area. Having some low level minor spells that you're able to cast at will for free really will help later on in the game. Oop. Oh, wolves. Yeah. And that's one of the, I guess, little benefits of being a werewolf is that wolves, which attack most characters at least, every 5 minutes or so in this game, it seems like, don't bother you. They basically see you as another wolf. Hey, wow, look at that. There's a book blowing down the road. I guess I've been here already. Yeah, but I have to say that the going back to it again, the Ordinator perk tree changes the game almost to the point where you're playing a almost different game than you are with the vanilla perk tree. You have to plan your character advancement differently. Your combat strategies are different. Even the way that you equip your character and learn skills has to be done differently, right? And to tell you the truth, I still don't know all the ins and outs of the Ordinator perk tree. I have a tendency to play pretty much one way all the time that I figured out works the best for me. And that is basically stealth, archer, and weapon and shield. At least until such point that my character has advanced and become powerful enough that I'm not getting, like, completely destroyed by everything that I meet within seconds. Because legendary difficulty is actually very unforgiving to play on as well. And when you add on to that the survival game or mod, I guess you could say, where like you become drained after only being up for 6 hours after sleeping for 12 hours, and it hampers your effectiveness in a certain way. Or when you become hungry, well, it hampers your effectiveness. Like I just said, this just says you are peckish. And on top of the increased difficulty, I also get debuffs, right? So, even that tends to add another level of difficulty onto the game, too. Because not only are you dealing with the complex perk tree and the complicated way that various perks interact with one another, that takes it's a bit of a learning curve, but you also have these other elements to deal with.
No lollygagging. The streets are safer now, thanks to you.
Yes, they are. Okay, I guess that I successfully completed that blood on the ice thing a while back.
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sadri's used wares. Talk to the elf.
Okay. Gonna go in here and talk to Jorleaf first.
Straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Oh, am I in the wrong, Oh, okay, Brunwolf. That's who I'm supposed to go talk to.
We've intercepted couriers from Solitude.
That was not
Fancy
a
yourself an alchemist, huh?
task given by the steward. That was a task given by a private citizen.
Yeah? What?
And there he is.
May the gods watch. Now that's good work. Everyone will be a lot safer with them gone. Dark elf and Nord alike. Here, some gold as promised. And let me show you a bit about wearing heavy armor. Save you some aches on a long march.
Okay, well.
Safe journey, sword.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Stay away from the Aretino residence. The place is cursed.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty, well, looks like I can sell that battle axe.
Lord Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Yep, take a look.
Yeah. See, that was an error I think they made in game design. You might notice that it seems like NPCs can do power attacks whenever they want. Even if you use poisons or magical effects that reduce their stamina. Because what I learned from using the vegetable soup item is that so long as you even have 1 point of stamina, you can do a power attack. And so basically, even if you reduce an NPC's stamina to effectively 0 temporarily, well, as soon as they regenerate 1 point of stamina, well, then they can make another power attack anyway. So that kind of thing, those enchantments are really not terribly useful in my opinion. So I don't really worry about them too much. Okay. Oh, we'll put those away for now. We'll put that away. We'll put that away. Wow, I sure do have a lot of food type items in here. Okay, I got quite a bit of healing potions, so I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to continue to store all of these alchemy ingredients, and then I'll have like a really big alchemy session, I guess, later on. Okay, so what do we have now? We got the Dawn Guard, we got the Forsworn Conspiracy thing. Live another life. Travel to Helgen. Balance of Power, the Forgotten City. Okay, lots of miscellaneous quests. Kill the bandit leader at Trader's Post. Yeah, I think I've been to Trader's Post before. I wonder if there's actually be a bandit there to kill. I guess we could go check that out. It won't take long to get there, so maybe we'll just go do that. Because I can seem to remember rampaging through there as a werewolf a while back and eating all the bandits, but you never know, maybe there's some more back. And I don't like leaving these little loose ends.
Horses, all day long. Do you have any idea how dumb horses
Yeah, I wonder, every now and then that this happens, I've noticed, and you'll get a quest to go back to a place that you've just already cleared out. And you'll find nothing there, and then you can't complete the quest because there's nothing there to kill. Which is kind of weird, but, you know, just one of those things, I guess, in a Bethesda game that happens. Little bugs. Well, here we are. Maybe we'll see if we can sneak up on them. There appears to be a guy moving around in there. Wonder is he the... Whoop. Okay. Is it just him? Nope. Looks like I'm outnumbered.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Okay. Last guy's in the house. Oh, wow. There, gotcha. Okay, well, we'll revert back now. I guess it's kind of logical that you can't loot as a werewolf, but it certainly would be handy if you could. Okay. Doesn't have much interesting on him. Okay, who's got a little bit of stuff? Was there only 2 guys outside? I guess so. Yeah, I just sold an axe that had that enchantment on it. Okay, there's also a way into the upper floor of this place too. Ow! Ow! Wasn't expecting that to be there. Bear traps hurt quite a bit. Look at how much health that took from me. What? Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. So this is how you can get into the upper floor of the area. And we can ignore those guys for the moment, because they can't get at me right now. Boy. Ah! Boy, they just won't let me find the sweet spot on this one. I'm so close. Okay, looks like there's quite a few of them out there. So maybe we'll just see if we can... I don't know. Okay, I'm still waiting for Magicka to regenerate here. What's the deal there? Okay. No. Wow, look at that, eh? Hey, look at that. I can shoot these guys from in here. Okay, got you. Wonder if I have enough magic, could have cast another one of these. Yeah, gotcha. No more spear chucking for you. Okay, well, I think I need to check something out before I try to do that, though. Okay, I might not be able to. Oh, yes I can. Yeah, okay. There's another one around here somewhere, too. Where'd you go? Oh, okay. There's a bunch of goblins or something over here. Okay, not too sure what's over here, but sure, let's go after them too. Okay. Well, looks like they cleaned up all the Reekling bodies already. They're just gone. Except for these two. Okay. Just have to go through this little process one more time here. And I probably can't do a voluntary change again now for a while, because I'm too full. Yes. Full. Right up to the top. That's one thing that you can do with the lockpicking tree eventually, is you can either pick these up and then drop them and set them later for your enemies to run into, or you can even make your own at the smithing station. So and that would be there, bear traps. In fact, there's a whole row of things having to do with bear traps and making them more powerful and that kind of thing. So there you go. That's one thing that you have the ability to do that you just don't have in the vanilla perk tree, is the ability to set traps and snares and things like that. So the emphasis is a lot more on you know, special abilities and special skills rather than you know, just raw combat power. And so, I guess now we'll go and see Jornleaf and collect our bounty, and then I'll have to make up my mind what I want to do. Because we should probably get involved in the events of the larger world here for too long. Uh-oh. Oh, huskies again. Whole bunches of them. Fairly long ways away. Maybe I'll just continue to trot along here and mind my own business unless they come after me. It looks like they've lost interest. And I had to look back over my shoulder there. It seemed like they were gone from the radar.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, excellent. You've done us a
Okay.
great service. Here is your reward.
And what would you have me do?
Travel
If
safe.
he's not with
It's
us,
dangerous out
he's
there.
against us.
Yeah. See that? Now
Who
I'm
knows
drained again already. That gives you a debuff to magicka and stamina regeneration and makes potions less effective.
How long are you going to wait?
What do you need?
So we need to check our quest log here and see if we can find something that we want to do. And so maybe yeah, maybe we will go and speak with the leader of the companions.
Everything all right?
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
Yeah, I think there might still be enough time here to sell off this sword. Because I don't think this guy's
Everyone
closed
says,
for the day just yet.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Whether it's
Yeah.
armor you need or a new blade.
We'll drop a few things off here. Guess we don't need to carry that around with us everywhere we go either. Okay, we'll throw that in the chest.
Come see me.
Okay. So, maybe we'll be on our way here because,
We're the only temple in Skyrim that can open
as
the
per
portal to
usual,
Talos.
it's a good idea to be away from settlements when evening comes, just in case you have an involuntary werewolf change. Because that tends to make people upset and try to kill you. And it also gets you a bounty. It's kind of a nuisance too. I think the bounty is fairly big.
Staying safe, I hope.
Uh-huh. We'll just head down here for a moment to make use of the cooking pot, because I've got a couple of things I can cook here. And then I guess we'll head for Whiterun. And I've been up and down this road a few times, so I'm not really expecting too much in the way of exciting events or anything. There we go. I guess I was worried for nothing. No forced change tonight.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Okay, you go do that. I think if you have enough persuasion skill, you can actually get them to show you an encounter area or something. I'm not sure what that skill level has to be. I don't think I've ever actually successfully taken over somebody's job. Guess I got that already. Oops, somebody killed a couple of wolves over here. It looks as though I've been this way before a time or two as well. Oh, look at that. There's a werewolf. And, of course, they just ignore me. They might even jump in and help me, actually, if I get attacked by something that happened to be nearby. Uh-oh. What's this? Goblin? Pygmy hill troll. Oh, okay. Yeah, those guys are not really a problem. They're They show up as hostile on the radar, but they generally run away when they see you. Yeah, I'm almost out of encounter range now. Yes, that's another feature that the Ordinator perk tree has too, is that whatever your favorite armor type is, as long as you've got at least 2 pieces of that type of armor equipped, you will gain a small amount of experience in that armor type just for wearing it when you're in a combat type situation. Well, I think I'm going to stop in here and have a sleep. Continue the journey in the morning.
Staying safe, I hope.
Okay, I've already been to the Antronach Stone, which is one of the best, in my opinion, standing stones in the game, because it gives you a high degree of resistance to magic attacks. I can sleep in this bedroll. And then level up. Okay, so the next thing in alteration that I want to get is wild shrines, and I don't have a high enough level to do that yet. So, another thing that I could do that is useful is I could take myself a little bit of conjuration mastery, because it does help when, especially when I make heavy use of the that Conjure Avenging Wraith spell, which, even though it's a novice level spell, it's actually pretty useful. I've got to eat some more yet. There. So let's see how that little overnight thing has affected my hunger level here. See that I'm almost to the point where I could do a voluntary change again, because I think the threshold is 60 as a hunger value. Oh yeah, we cleaned out Fort Amal. Looks like the Stormcloaks have moved back in. Here's that orc, that old orc again. We have here already mined out. Okay, we'll do a quick save here. Just because this hairpin turn here for some reason in this area seems to be an area where I can get a game crash once in a while. I don't know why. It's always been that way. Even back in the LE days, it seemed like that was a frequent crash area. I don't know if anyone else has experienced frequent crashes in that area, but at least for me, that seems to be just a buggy part of the world where something doesn't always generate 100% right. It looks as though I've been here before, too. Okay, what's treasure map 3? Nope. Okay, treasure map 7. Nope. Treasure map 10. Okay. I don't have any treasure maps for treasure in this area. And there's no one around, so I guess these guys haven't respawned yet. I honestly haven't been to Whiterun yet. Funny, but I went close to it. I just never actually went there. How strange. I wonder how I managed that. Guess when I was just passing through on my way to Markarth or something. Go get them, boys. What's this up here? Okay, whatever. It's a dead saber cat. What we got up here, though? Oh, we got these scavenger guys.
You there, citizen. This area is off limits. You're interfering with Imperial business. Yeah, so you'll have to pay.
Yeah, that sounds all very official.
Fine. If you can't pay with coin, you'll pay with
Okay.
your life.
This suddenly sounded much less official. Okay. Might as well get this ready again here pretty quick. Oop. Oop. Ah, damn it. Oop, not that. This.
You're a fool to fight.
Okay, well, that one will be a little bit... Oh, not much tougher, I guess. Okay. Boy. Damn it. It doesn't keep that in memory when you just unequip real quick here. Okay. Okay, that takes care of him. And that is how you handle multiple opponents when you're running the Ordinator perk and you just don't have the tank capability to just stand in there and exchange blows with these guys. You actually have to think and move around a little bit. And use, spells as distractions and that kind of thing. Because if you get yourself into a situation like this where you're outnumbered and you try to just stand in there and toe-to-toe, get into a toe-to-toe hacking match when you're outnumbered 2 or 3 to 1, you will die. But anyway, we're almost to Whiterun after that little bit of excitement. And here we are. And I guess that I'm probably about out of time. So we'll have to leave Herdis Halfelven here. And then next time when we're back with her, we'll go in and we'll meet the companions. Maybe we'll follow along that for a little while and get into the main quest line and Dragon Rising and all that kind of stuff just from being in this area. So I guess until next time, I'm Sandman99, and I hope you enjoyed watching Werewolf Hunger.